So, what does it actually mean to come home to yourself? And how do we actually know that when this is happening? Well, welcome back to my Coming Home to You series. My name is Krista, and this is video 10 of my Coming Home to You series. So, I'm just going to recap what we've already spoken about in the last few videos, kind of the arc that we've taken. So, first of all, we've talked about why so many women are starting to feel disconnected in their bodies. And we've talked a little about leaning into our intuition, having self-trust, and just being able to create space in our life to be able to hear our intuition and be able to take aligned steps moving forward that feel good to us, that resonate with us, that are kind of aligned in the path that we want to go. And it's just really kind of being able to come home back to ourselves. So today we're going to talk about kind of just some misconceptions about what does it really mean coming home to yourself. It might sound like this kind of vague term, but really what does it mean? And so some misconceptions that I think might be crossing your mind. It's thinking that we've got it all figured out and we just have these perfect lives and everything just moves swimmingly and we have no issues, no problems at all. And you have all the answers, you never doubt yourself. So that's not what coming home to yourself really means at all. And so I want to kind of let that narrative go if that's something that you're thinking is going to come about in your life. So that's not really the case. Really, what coming home to yourself means is it's starting to kind of listen to that little voice inside and really beginning to trust it, to hear it, to trust it, and to move in alignment with it. And not to say you're never going to have doubt at all, but you're starting to make some steps that way. You're also starting to honor your feelings. If you are feeling a specific way, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling joyful, you're feeling a range of emotions, just really kind of listening to those feelings and kind of uncovering them and honoring those feelings too, like not minimizing, not stuffing them down or distracting ourselves from them and pretending they don't exist. We don't really want to be doing that. So it's really kind of honoring those feelings that we have and, recognizing that they're telling us something. Those feelings that you're having in your body is always speaking to you. And honestly, like you feel your body's going to speak to you before your brain does. Your body will give you the signs and symptoms before your logical brain can kick in. So it's just kind of changing that narrative a little bit for you too. And coming home to yourself really means, I believe, just making decisions for your life that feel true to you. They feel right. They're honoring what you want. They're not taking everybody else into consideration and doing the popular choice. They're not making sure that everybody's okay when you're not honoring your own wishes. There's a big difference with that. So I really want you to understand it's kind of making decisions that feel good for you, that feel true to you, and really just kind of sitting with that because that's a big step, and it's a big step for a lot of women, and it does not happen overnight. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes a little baby steps to get to that point. But that's what I want you to kind of think about it being, really kind of coming home to yourself as well too. And it's not about coming this new improved version of yourself. It's not. It's kind of really remembering who you are and just honoring that as well too. And you're still the same, but you're just coming home to what makes sense for you too. Remembering who you always were. Maybe behind all the conditioning, all the layers, all the the trauma, everything that's kind of happened to you over time. It's just kind of peeling back some of those layers and kind of remembering who you were always. And that's what I believe coming home is to you as well too. So let me give you some examples about how this can show up in just kind of your everyday life, because sometimes I find that's kind of more practical too. So it's saying no without explaining, especially over explaining. No is a sentence, and no, you don't need to explain why you're saying no. You don't need to make excuses. You don't need to come up with scenarios so you're maybe not hurting the other person. you can just say no and not explain. I know that's hard. And I've been there as well too, when you kind of get these little sensations that come up in your body afterwards. But just start small. Start just saying no, and then zip. Or if you're doing a text, no, that doesn't work for me. So that unfortunately I can't do that. I'm not available. Whatever, short, sweet, just to the point. You don't need to explain, and just kind of end it there. When we start to kind of go on and on and on and come up with all these different, oh, I've got this, blah, blah, it's just kind of loses its impact. So just say no. You can be short, sweet, and just stick with it. Don't kind of change it too. If you get the response like they're guilting you, shaming you, just you don't respond to that. So that's one way that coming home to yourself can show up in your life as well too. Again, listening to your energy. I talk about that a lot as well too. Listening to your energy. Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you feeling stressed? Are you feeling happy, content, just joyful? Just noticing your body, and noticing is what is coming up for you is always important. Just kind of being embodied, being in our body. As women, we've been so cut off with our body, and we kind of live in our head and not our body. So it's just really recognizing those little sensations, those little feelings, how your body is speaking to you at all times. Just being kind of aware of that is one way that you are coming home to yourself, in just those everyday situations too. And also just, I find it's just choosing for you what feels aligned, what feels good. Whether it be a simple thing of, where you want to go on a vacation, where you want to go out for dinner, where you want to go, how you want to spend your weekend, what you want to do for your day. Just, is it aligned? Like, does it feel good for you? Does it feel true to you? Is this something that you're honoring? It can be as simple as that. Just, making decisions that feel right for you. And you know more than you think you do. What feels right. So, just honoring that, not being everything for everybody else, but honoring what feels good for you as well too. And you also will start to feel less pulled in others people's expectations or their preferences. You start to really kind of honor your desires, what works for you, and you don't really entertain everybody else's wishes as much as you used to or you did. So that is a big signal that you're coming home to yourself as well too. If you want to host a family dinner, Easter is maybe coming up. If you want to host the family Easter dinner, then by all means do it. If you don't want to host the family date Easter dinner this year, and you've done it for like the last 10 years, you can say no, and that can be okay. Your family will figure it out, or there'll be other alternatives. So again, it's just kind of feeling less expectation that you have to do something just because you've always done it for everybody else, and being okay with others being a little disappointed. It's okay. We're not responsible for everybody else's feelings. They will be fine. So just kind of, feeling less pulled to what others want from you and their expectations is a very subtle way of knowing that you are coming home to yourself as well too. Okay, so those are things. And I will say, it's not like you wake up one day and you're this, new person. That it's slow, it's subtle, as I always talk about. It's moment to moment. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet, but over time, each decision you make, it slowly happens, and you can start to see your progress as well too. So just know it's not like one day everything is just magically changed and you're this new woman. No, it's very subtle, it's very quiet, and it's very peaceful. It kind of feels pretty calm as well too. So that's good. So it feels like peace. That's what I would say. Alignment feels like peace. It just feels good. It feels peace as well too. So how can we, once we start to implement some of these changes in our life, how do we kind of move forward, kind of going down the, this is just to keep things grounded as well too. Just knowing there will be situations in your life where something will come up, and you're moment by moment, day by day, you're starting to make those choices that kind of ground you in your body, remind you of what is true for you. It's just this ongoing practice. You never get to the top. It just, again, it's ongoing. It's ongoing. There's no like threshold. You're at the top of the mountain and you've got this all figured out. It's just, it keeps going. But slowly you'll start to notice that the peace you feel, the calm you feel will become your priority. The drama's gone. You don't need the drama. You don't want the drama. You don't even want to be around that. It's just your peace becomes your priority. And that's what I have found recently. Like my peace is my priority. Like it really is. That's what that's my number one priority right now. It's my peace and it feels good. So I will say this. Like I said, there's no end destination. It just kind of goes on and on and on. And that's good. That's just you're evolving, you're growing over time until, as long as we're living. This is kind of an ongoing practice. And you just practice in those tiny, small moments that may seem inconsequential. They're not. Nothing is inconsequential. It all builds. It all stacks on top of each other. It's all cumulative, it all compounds. So just being aware of that as well too. It's in those small moments where you start to kind of notice the shifts in yourself as well too. It's like any practice, right? Like going to the gym, it's small. You don't think something's happening, but then over time, over 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, you start to notice the changes. And that's how this will work for you as well too. All right, it's just, again, it's quiet. It's quiet. So just to kind of wrap this video up, this Coming Home to You series video, I want you to know that it's not coming home to yourself. It's not becoming someone new. I know I've mentioned that, but I think we have to have that expectation, that thinking we're just going to be this new and improved version and nothing like ourselves before. No, it's not like that. You become more of yourself, and it's just really remembering who you were beneath all the programming, how you had to act to feel safe, how you had to act just to kind of, have acceptance or love as well too. It's letting go of some of that self-doubt you've had. It's trusting yourself more. It's just kind of a subtle shift like that. That's how it kind of works. And the more you listen to yourself, the more you will get to know yourself, the more familiar you will be with yourself. You will have your own back. You are aware of what works for you and what is in alignment and what's not. And you just kind of move through life just with that knowledge, and anything can kind of come up and you kind of know how to react as well too. Just your that little inner voice will guide you. The more you listen to it, the more it will guide you. If you're kind of not listening to it and pretending it's not there or not listening to it, it won't speak to you as much. So we want to really kind of listen to that inner voice. Let it be our guidance. Let it be our little breadcrumbs as we move forward as well too. All right. And, slowly you start to learn that there's nothing wrong with you. There never was. You're not lost. You're not behind. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing to fix, change, alter. It's really kind of taking off some of those layers, peeling back the onion on yourself, so to speak. And, that's just really, it's just really coming home to yourself and noticing that you're never lost. All right. So I hope this is helpful. I hope this is resonating with many of you, and I hope you're starting to make some really subtle shifts in yourself so that this can become a part of your life, because I just think it's a wonderful place to be. And again, it doesn't happen overnight. But anyway, so I'm going to end this video. This is, like I said, number 10 of 12 of the Coming Home to You series. If you've not seen the other videos up to this point, you can maybe perhaps go back and watch those. And if you like this content, please subscribe to my channel. And I've got lots of new ideas of things I'd like to support you with as well, to guide you with, things that I've gone through that I'd like to share. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I think that's what we do on YouTube. And leave a comment down below. I'd be curious to know what part of this is resonating with you the most, maybe where you're struggling if this is something that you're trying to implement, or maybe a small win that you've had where you started to come home to yourself and you could see the progress, and you felt that little bit of peace and that little bit of calm, and it just gave you a little bit of inspiration. It felt good in your body, and you're like, yes, I'm doing it. I'm noticing it. I'm on the path. And I'd be curious to know. You could share that with me in the comments. I do read them all. So anyway, wishing you a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video of the Coming Home to You series. So wishing you all a lovely day. Take care. Bye-bye.